Hello friends, welcome to Google Tech. In this video, we are going to see 4 different methods of insert multiple rows into the table of SQL Server. In our previous video, we have discussed a very important interview question, which is the difference between delete, drop and truncate commands in SQL. If you missed to watch our previous video, I have provided the link in description box and the complete playlist in iCard. You can go ahead and watch it for your reference. Let's start with the today's session. In our SSMS, I'm going to create a table in students database. So I'm going to write use students and create table marks. Okay, enter. And I'm going to create only 3 columns. So first one will be by name of the student, name as varchar, where I'm limiting their name into 15 characters only. And the second is on my subject, which subject, and this also should be varchar 15 again, and the third will be the marks they have obtained. Marks, this should be in integer. Close the bracket, execute this query. So you can see the table is created. Let's check the table schema. Select star from marks, execute this one and see name, subject and marks is created. As I mentioned, we are going to see inserting the multiple rows in 4 methods. Okay, let's start with the first method. So in the first method, the syntax will be you have to give the table name and name of the columns, and you have to enter values and all the values 1, 2, 3, and again you have to use the same insert into table name, column 1, 2, 3, again the column names, again the values, likewise it will go. Let's see it in a practical way. So insert into marks, my column name is name, comma, subject, comma, marks. Once you type, you will get the names. Once you press on tab, it automatically get filled. Close the bracket and values. So the first will be the name. So name I'm going to give it as David, and subject is, let's say, physics, and the marks he obtained is 95. I'm going to copy this complete query, enter, paste it again. I'm going to change the name it from David to Warner, and this is chemistry, and the marks is 89. Third will be my Anthony, and inside chemistry I'm going to give, okay, let's take the same subjects for everyone, physics only. So Anthony's code 92. So let's execute this query and see. This is the rows values is completed. You can see David, Warner and Anthony, all these 3 people name is entered. Now the method 1 is completed. Now let's erase these values from the table using delete command. Delete from marks table and go for the second method. If I execute and check the values, nothing is left over. Let's see the method 2. In method 2, The syntax will be the same. You have to insert into the table name, but instead of giving the column values, you can give the values and start entering the values one by one. The same method, which is my insert into marks, but here in this step, we are no need to give any column names. Directly you can go ahead with values, and I am going to enter the same values. David in physics, and the value is 95. So copy this line. I'm just doing copy paste, but so here it is. Anthony, his mark is 92, and for Warner it is 89. Let's execute this query. The same result we have received. Now check the values, how it is separated. The same way, there is no change in updating the values, but while writing the query, we have avoided this step of giving the column names. Now I am going to delete the complete data from this table. It is empty now. Let's dive into method 3. In method 3, the syntax will be a change. Here, you are going to give insert into table name, which is my table, and the column names as well. But instead of value, you are going to give it as select, and then value 1, 2, until the number of columns you have. No need of open and close parenthesis. After that, you need to give the important command called union all, and then the next will be again value 1 and 2 and 3. Then again you have to give it to the union all. So method 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give insert into marks table name, comma, subject, comma, marks, close the bracket. Here instead of values, we are going to use the query called select, and then enter the values David, comma, physics, comma, 95. Give the command called union all. Again go type select, Warner, physics, and his score is 89, comma, union all, comma, and the third is the same, so I am copying and pasting here, making it as Anthony, and the score will be 92. Let's execute this query and see, it says 3 rows affected, and let's check the output as well. So it is the same as it is. Whatever we entered, all the values are entered into our table, which is inserted into our table. Let's remove the complete data from here. The method 4, the syntax will be, you need to give the column name at the top and values in that, and then you should go for value, the number of first row, second row, and third row. The catch here is you have to give the values inside the parentheses. So now I'm going to write the fourth and final method, which is my insert into marks and everything, down, values, again David and everyone. Instead of giving values, I'm entering the values the one by one next. by giving the commas over here and execute it. It says 3 rows affected. Let's check the values. I'm just pulling it up for your visibility. It entered the same value whatever we have entered. All this written syntax will be available in our description box. You can copy it and test it on your own SQL server by customizing it based on your own requirement. Third one, we are seeing the table name and we are providing the column names and values. For each and every multiple rows, we are entering the values. In the second method, instead of giving the table name, we are directly inserting the values into by giving the values. The third method, we are giving the table name and the column name, and instead of giving values, we are using select query in each and every line, and at the end of each and every line, we are using the command called union all. Method 4 is giving the table name at once, values at once, and enter all the values by giving the open and close parenthesis. So these are all the different method in entering multiple values or multiple rows into SQL Server. Hope you have understood this concept clearly. If you have any doubt, please reach out to us. We will be happy to assist you in all the time. Thanks for watching. We'll meet you in the next exciting video. Until then, bye from us. Thank you. Have a great day.